you're not that old, and I remember the backlash when you were drafted. So if anyone knows what Daniel Jones is going through, you probably are the guy.
Well,
right?
yeah, look, you know what he's going through? A big fat nothing. I mean, it does. I'm sure the fact that there was a little uproar that he was drafted doesn't bother him one bit. It's not going to affect him one bit. And all he has to do is go out there in the field, and as soon as he completes some passes, whenever that starts, then everything changes. And once they start practicing, nobody remembers about who's drafted where and what. So Daniel Jones will be fine. And I know they just had a little mini camp, so I wasn't there, but I heard it went really well. So I'm really looking forward to watching him play in a Giant uniform.
Were you surprised? What do you know about the kid, and what advice do you give him?
Well, look, I'm surprised. Yeah, I was surprised. Probably the Giants took him with the 6th pick. I didn't know. I thought they would pick him maybe with the 17th pick. But, they did. There's things, I can watch him, and I watched him a lot. I watched him on TV. I studied his films and all those things. But one thing is I don't know the person. And I think that's a big deal. It's a real big deal for a quarterback. And I think Dave Gettleman did a really good job of explaining that, there's certain qualities you want in your quarterback. Whatever it is, quiet leadership, the way he handles himself, of course, you need talent. And I think he really fits what Pat Shurmur wants. He's a big guy who can move around and has a good, solid NFL arm. And, of course, he was taught well down at Duke. All those things add up. So why take a chance and wait till the 17th pick? If he's the guy, then go ahead and take him, and they did.
I love how you probably the so-called experts, so everyone has an idea that we can get him later, or we could trade. So you're saying,
well, it's great. Again, if I met him and got to come out here and watch him throw, and that tells me a lot. I learned about these kids when they're out here throwing, who they are, their confidence. Do they have that? There's certain qualities you want to see in a quarterback. First off and foremost, I want to see the physical qualities. And then once I see them, let's start judging who he is as a person. Can he lead? How easy it for him? Is he smart? All that other stuff. That's when we learn second. But first, I want to see the talent. Then let's start judging all the intangibles.
You dealt with the New York market. He's going to have a lot of pressure on him. What advice do you have?
What's pressure? What's the pressure? He snaps the ball, he gets it in his hands, and he doesn't know what goes on. It's boom, boom, throw it. And, and I'm telling you, from being an ex-quarterback, it happens so fast. It's not like you got time to drop back and go, oh, this is a big moment, a big throw. You don't think that. You just play. It's a reactionary sport. Tension and pressure. It's just kind of a make-believe thing for quarterbacks and other players. The person that feels tension and pressure is the kicker, the place kicker, because he's got to think about it. Quarterbacks just react and throw. And maybe the coach, they have to think about decisions they make. That's some pressure too, where they maybe can make the wrong decision because of that pressure.
Okay, so a topic for you, I'm sure, on Sundays. How is it all going to work out with Eli?
Well, I think so many things have to come in fact. I think he'll be ready to go. Second year in the system's big. All that. What kind of team? I honestly, I don't have a great feel for what the Giants are going to be this year. Are they going to be, are they going to be better than last year? I just don't know that. I know the offensive line looks like it's going to be better, but they lost Odell Beckham Jr. Who's going to rush the passer? There's tons of questions. So, you look every year since I've been in this business, and it just shows you there's what's the word for it? A prejudice. I go, I think the Giants are going to put it together this year. So I'm an optimist that way. Probably a more optimist now as a fan than I was when I played. Because when I played, I really knew what we were. Yeah, we're going to go 16-0, but that's a dream. But whatever. But so I'm hoping for the best. And I think Pat Shurmur being in his second year is a big deal too.
All right, finally, leave me with this. Eli, young quarterback. Fans are going to be itching to get the young kid in there.
No, they won't.
How is Eli going to handle this whole thing?
No, I listen, Dave Brown was a first-round drafted quarterback when I was playing. I don't remember the fans going crazy about that. And if Eli's playing just good, solid, standard football, then he's not going to be replaced. And the only way that we're going to see Daniel Jones play, Giants lose, if Eli's not playing well, and if it comes a part of the season where now they're not going to make the playoffs, if that ever comes about, then, of course, I think they'll give him a chance to play.